My fiance and his sister demanded that I give my toy collection to her children and told me to grow up. So, I am considering canceling the wedding. I grew up in poverty. My parents barely kept a roof over our heads and fed us. However, they provided my brother and me with a proper education. We earned scholarships to private schools. Yet, the things other kids had often left us in tears because we couldn't afford them. We also faced mockery from wealthy relatives, cousins, and schoolmates. We promised ourselves that we would reach a level of success and wouldn't let others mock us. I studied hard, passed the bank exam at the age of 22, and am now working as a manager at a bank with a six-figure salary in my country. My elder brother is doing even better, working for an international MNC and earning double what I make. Last year, we both purchased duplexes in the same building, and although the mortgage is high, it is worth the investment in providing our parents with better living conditions. He also married an angel, Rebecca, who works in a reputable job. I am dating Jack, and we just got engaged. He comes from an upper-middle-class family, and we are very different. He finds my toy room weird for my age, but it contains the collection of dream toys I wanted as a kid, ranging from teddy bears to Barbie dolls to remote control cars to a PlayStation. It is my holy grail, so he no longer questions it. It even has vintage TV video games, from Super Mario to others. His elder sister, Trisha, and her two kids, a 12-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy, visited my house with him. Trisha has always been passive-aggressive towards me, and I feel she looks down on my background, but she has never been direct about it. I showed her around my duplex, and she made comments ranging from my wall decorations to the furniture. I let it go. When her kids saw my room, they asked to play, and I allowed them. The moment she started leaving, the kids asked me to give them some of my cars and doll collection and my vintage Super Mario. I refused. Jack and Trisha told me that I was old enough for all this and should give some of them to the kids, who are going to be my family. I still refused. She left in a hurry with her kids, who started crying after I turned them down. Jack and I had a huge fight afterward. Note that we don't live together, but we hang out together often at each other's places. He told me to grow up, and I told him that these collections are my childhood dreams, something I cherish, and I am not sharing them with anyone else apart from my kids. I also told him that when we marry, I will give them to his family members on occasions, but these are my private collections and aren't up for discussion. Now he is giving me the cold shoulder. I didn't mean to make the kids cry, but even as a child, my parents taught me not to demand things in other people's homes, even when we were poor. Rebecca is on my side too, but my brother says that I am behaving the same way as the other kids used to do to us, including our cousins. However, I don't see it that way. Trisha and her husband are well-to-do. We are also meeting today, and I will explain the differences in our upbringing and why these toys matter to me. I don't like to talk about my childhood much, but I hope this might open his eyes. Update: so that day, Jack and I had planned a meeting, but sometime before our meet, he called me, and he was very emotional. He apologized and told me his mother, Riley, had indeed put some sense into his brain. He asked for my permission to bring his mom and Trisha. I accepted it. When they arrived, Riley simply asked me to narrate the whole situation. I told her everything about how Trisha and her kids demanded my toys. I explained the sentimental value of those toys. I mentioned the passive-aggressive comments from Trisha and how I felt Jack never supported me. Trisha tried to shout, but her mother stopped her, giving both Jack and Trisha a verbal lashing for the next few minutes. I wish I could be so confrontational. She told Trisha to discipline her kids and reminded her that I am going to be her sister-in-law, so she needs to change her ways if she ever wants a relationship in the future, because I am going to be family and her daughter-in-law. Jack was emotional and apologized. He said he now realized the importance of all this. I told him I might forgive him, but I won't forget. He asked me for a chance, so we are going to therapy. Riley told him that I am a wonderful person and he should learn to value me more. Jack also told Trisha that her hateful comments won't pass again and that if he ever saw her putting me down, he would cut off contact with her. Trisha apologized, but I could see it wasn't heartfelt. I told her we need a break, and I won't allow her and her kids at my home for some time. After that, Riley ended it, and she and Trisha left. Riley and I were always nice to each other, but not close. This incident has brought us closer, and we talked even today on a call for 30 minutes. Jack is staying with me and has apologized a lot since then. We have booked couples therapy, and the wedding plan is still on.